Okay.
Wow, is the network breaking? Okay, and I speak I'm a graphic designer for about 5 years now in graphics. So I will start by explaining what graphic design is. I don't know if anybody has like a knowledge of graphic design. I think speaker might have got maybe a little knowledge about graphic design. Please, I don't know if anybody can give me a little bit of explanation from his own corner. Hello? Okay, if that's none, I would like to explain graphic design. Graphic design is a process and act. It's a process and act of combining text, images to communicate an effective message to your target audience. Your target audience differs. Your audience differs. Your audience might be maybe for political campaigns, maybe for a student, for a birthday party, for a school, maybe
Hello.
a business organization.
Hello.
Hello?
Please, I don't know
Can
if
you
your
hear
mic. I don't know if your mic is. I don't know. You can check
Can you
it.
hear me? So can you hear me? Hello?
You can hear you clearly now. You can hear you clearly now.
Have you been hearing me before? Hello?
As if the thing was breaking or something. It's as if the thing was breaking or something.
But you got my introductions.
I didn't. I don't. I think most of them didn't too. I don't know.
So maybe I should start afresh. Okay. Come back again. It's like I said, I might be from Rivers State University. And I've done graphics for the past 5 years also. And I wanted to start by saying graphic design. So I asked earlier who has like a little bit of explanation from graphic design. Anyone? Hello?
Please, sir. Good evening, sir. Please, it seems your network is bad, and we are finding it frustrating to hear you, because when you're talking, your sound is stuttering.
Okay, maybe I should remove the earpiece. Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh,
Yes,
we can
loud and clear, better.
Okay. Thank you. So as I was saying, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Please go on.
But it's better now.
Okay, but you got my my introduction.
No, I don't think anyone got that.
Let me come back again. I said my name is Georgewill. I'm from the University. I've been in graphics for the past 5 years, and I am here graphic design. But before I start, I would like to appreciate Mr. Samuel for this wonderful and great opportunity to be
Hello.
able to anchor.
Hello. I think it's the same thing. Maybe not the earpiece is not the issue. I say maybe the earpiece is not the issue. This is the same thing. The line is breaking.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe you. I don't know. Restart your phone. Maybe for the network to. I don't know. Or thereabouts.
Kindly turn off the video first and do the introduction. Let's see if it will fluctuate. Just turn off your camera first and just speak up. Let's hear, sir.
Okay, now it's off. My camera is off now. So can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, just go on. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, I was saying I would like to appreciate Mr. Samuel for this wonderful opportunity for me to be able to give my little knowledge on graphic design, and I will never take this opportunity for granted. So let's start. I don't know if there's anyone who has maybe a knowledge about graphic design. I believe the earlier speaker might have gotten a little bit knowledge. So I don't know if there's anyone who can maybe give me his own idea on graphic design. Hello?
Okay. Morris and Victoria.
Okay.
Okay, graphic design, from my own perspective and from thus far from what I've seen, it has to do with combination of images and images, text, and colors, putting it in one and bringing it out as one, maybe on any surface, So I think that's what graphic design is, and it could also be shared as a soft copy.
That's correct. That's correct. And I want to start by explaining it too. Graphic design is a process and act of combining text and images to communicate an effective message to a target audience. Audience can differ. You understand? Audience can differ. Your audience might be your client. That is your audience. It can differ. It might be a political campaign design, a birthday party, maybe newspaper company, a bank, so a school. So your audience differs. So let me continue with the explanation of the two words that makes up graphic design. One is graphic and the other is design. What graphic is? Graphics is visual, which is associated with act, imagination, expression involving many mediums, such as drawing, painting, or lettering, giving clear and explicit details. So the graphic part of graphic design is made up of a building block, which is called the visual elements. These are the building block that makes up design. The building block will include lines, colors, shape, texture, space, form, and typography. Are you with me?
Yes,
Yes,
Okay. Now, the other half of the graphic design is design. Design means to decide upon the look and function of something before it is made. Design is all about thinking, problem solving, practicality. So I want to ask you a question. Do you believe God is a graphic designer? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Asking if you believe God is a graphic designer.
Yes.
Yes, I believe so.
Can you explain, give me your own explanation why you believe that?
Okay, I believe so because if you look at creation in general, starting from the birds of the air, if you just catch a bird and keep it in a cage, it will not show you its true nature, and eventually it dies. But when you let it free and it performs its function in the sky by flying and having that freedom. Okay, you can continue.
Okay. Sorry, I was a disruption in the mission. So, okay, should I continue?
Okay, I think someone has something to say. Aselemi will be.
Okay. Please.
Indeed, God is the greatest designer, if you like, graphic designer. Because if we are told as Christians, for those who believe in the Bible, I guess, even other religions to accept that, for those who believe in creation of God and creation, that we are created in man's image. And then with that, if you can picture the image of paradise, when they talk about paradise, and then when humans have that imagination and then draw out the beautiful sight and beautiful scenes of paradise, It tells you that if our maker, if we're building this image, then our maker will have something superb, far above what we have in his mind. That is evident in even creation itself. If you look at some beaches, how they are made, the color of the vegetation, the animals, the birds, indeed, it tells us that God is the greatest graphic designer.
Yes, God is a designer. Thank you very much for that, your insights. I am very amazed by that. Okay, let me continue. In graphic design, there are rules that can be considered. There are rules that can be considered in graphic designing. And these rules are called principles of design. And these principles, they all have the relationship. They all work together. And when you see a beautiful work, a beautiful graphic design, all these relationships, all these principles come together to make that design a very good one. So the key principles includes construct, hierarchy, alignment, balance, proximity, unity, rhythm, simplicity. Let me come again. Hierarchy, contrast, alignment, balance, proximity, simplicity, unity, rhythm. So let me, I don't know, let me explain what these principles are. For balance, it refers to the distribution of graphics design elements such as shapes and image. That how you distribute this text or image or shapes on a layout. How you distribute them? Are they distributed symmetrically or asymmetrically or radially in a circular form? Are they positioned? How positioned are they? Does it disrupt are they scattered around the layout of the work? So that is one of them. The hierarchy. Hierarchy is a method that combines two aspects, dominance and priority, giving extra weight to certain elements of a design over the other. You can see some topic of designs, some topics, some texts are weightier than the other. Some are thick, some are thin. So that's what we call the hierarchy. It can be highlighted by using large or bold fonts. Some fonts are less larger, while some are much larger. Then the alignment helps develop a sharp and ordered appearance by eliminating any distortion within the layout. If you look at some designs, maybe if you are going on the way, you see a billboard, some text, the text above and the text beneath are in the same are aligned. No one is going outside the order. They are in the same line, as if there's an imaginary line there, and no one should move above this. It's like a margin there. So let me continue. When we bring both these visual elements and the design principles together, that's what we get the graphic design. And let me say something. Graphic design is not all about painting, creating a poster or quick logo on your computer. But those are skills on their own part, actually. But it is organization and presentation of information developed through a creative process for a particular function. In graphic design, if you find a law for graphic designing, you want to be a graphic designer, the first thing you must know, you must first understand the information you are given. Because the information you are given, you transform that to a message. Then you have to do what we call a research. You have to think. All graphic designers, I don't know, most people call graphic design miracle workers because the way they take information and give a different outlook to what you have given them. So the information you are given, you transform that to a message. You have to think, you have to imagine, develop and create a solution to that. Going further, I would like to, for now, this modern era now, there are some applications. You don't need to be a graduate. You don't need to be a graduate to know how to do graphic design. The only thing you just need is you are able to read and write. As far as you're able to read and write, you can become a graphic designer. So what I want to go further by giving us how to learn graphic design. Like different ways of learning graphic design now. You can do it online. You can register in a cyber cafe. You can register there. And I want to ask if there's anyone who knows about this app called Coursera or Udemy. Does anyone know that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Udemy and Coursera. Those are applications you can register for courses on graphic design. Actually, I would have loved this class to be a practical class, but due to the impromptu, I should have done a practical class, but I'm very sorry, but I think maybe if we can have if we can use the Coursera and Udemy app to register for some courses are free, some courses you pay. So maybe you go to the app, you register for courses.
Hello?
And the apps, the software you can use on your. Hello, I can hear you.
Okay, I want to make a suggestion. Why not make something like a screen record if you must use a video? Since it is a practical class, you can do a screen record and maybe send it on WhatsApp or somewhere for us.
Okay, that's good. That's very nice. I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. I'll send that anytime soon. Maybe tomorrow or anytime soon. I'll contact the course rep, the class representative. So are you okay with that?
That is cool.
Okay.
Thanks.
So software you could use for designing. Use the CorelDRAW, Figma, Canva, Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop. But there is a new one which we can use in our mobile phone, which is much easier and it's economical, the Pixel app. The Pixel app is just a new way of using your phone to make graphic design. It's very easy to use. Maybe that is the one I will make a screen record for you guys. Maybe I can do a graphic design. Maybe I would use this, the flyers will not normally use for lecturer's profile and that, and show you how it is done on Pixel app. Okay, and then if you find a way of loving graphic design, that's something you should note. To be a better graphic designer, you should have a mentor, someone you should look up to. Like in the media, most people want to be like Mr. Sam Eweja, which is a very good mentor, which is a very good person to follow. And you should have an inspiration like maybe watch designs on YouTube. Watch on YouTube. You can go to different groups on Facebook and Twitter. You follow groups. You learn. You always learn how to. You practice more. You research more. You duplicate work you see online. You see a nice graphic design even at your home. You can just find a way to duplicate that. Find a mentor in which maybe you have an issue. You can maybe contact him for assistance. Maybe you don't know how to do this. You just find a mentor, and that will make you a better graphic designer. And that's some. If you ask now, maybe people will think, how does graphic design make their money? How do graphic design get money? There are different ways graphic design gets money. You can get it as a professional. You can be a professional graphic designer, or you do a freelancing. Freelancing, that is, you can work from your home. You can have your portfolio. Portfolio are like your graphic design work you have done, and then you sample that on different applications, which I will give you. There's some application you post your portfolios, and you can get clients who wants you to make a design for them, logos, maybe flyers, banner. Just post it. The apps include Fiverr, Behance, Upwork, Twine, People Per Hour, Daily Heal, 99 Design. These are software applications you can post your work on. You get the applications I said.
Sorry, please excuse me, sir. Please, David Wisdom, mute your mic. Thank you. Please, your mic. The noise from your mic is interfering. Please, David Wisdom, mute your mic. Thank you. You can continue, sir.
So I was asking that you get the applications I just mentioned.
Please, we'll be glad to have them repeated. Thank you.
Hello?
I think repeating them will really help us a lot.
Wow.
No, I say repeating the softwares will really
Okay,
help.
yeah. The applications you can use to maybe you post your portfolios on, which you can get clients, includes Fiverr. That is Fiverr. Fiverr. Number 2, Behance. 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 Then Upwork, as in up, UP. Then Work, WORK. Then Twine, TWINE. The other is People Per Hour. Daily Hill, HILL. Sorry, Design Hill. Design Hill 99 Design. These are some applications you can post your graphic work to gain, maybe you gain clients and you are being paid in dollars. And there are some field in graphic design, which is quite equivalent to software design. Like in India, the money they pay software designers are equivalent to some of the field in graphic design, like the user interface through web design. This is another high-paying graphic design field. We also have motion designs, motion graphics. This includes animation, making of cartoons. And nowadays, if you look at some advertisement from banks, you see they make use of animations for their adverts. And who does that? A graphic designer. We also have brand identity design. Brand identity design is a strategic use of elements to showcase your brand. Gives you a unique illustration of your brand. We also have packaging design. It's a process of designing your product's packaging to securely contain and identify and deliver a product. We also have the print design, which is where we get printing of banners, flyers, stickers, and the others. So I don't know if anyone has any question at this point.
Okay. Please, if anyone have questions, you can indicate raising your hand. Assalami or all of you can ask your question.
Hello, sir. Mine is not a question. I just think that I missed some points. I wish you try to repeat yourself again.
Okay.
Particularly about the principles that is used for designing, about contrast, hierarchies, and the rest of them. I just missed that line.
Okay. Okay, the key principles of graphic design are contrast, which here you get your brightness, lightness between colors. You understand what a contrast is? Where you get how light your color is, how dark your color is. Then the hierarchy, which is a method that combines two aspects. Either your dominance and priority. It gives extra weight to certain elements of a design, either a text. A text is more weightier than the other. That is, you are concentrated on that, while the one beneath is a little bit not bolder, but the one above is bolder, or the one beneath is bolder, the one above is not bolder. Just that's what we call the hierarchy. Then we have the balance. How you distribute your graphics, your graphic design elements, the shapes, the images, how are they distributed? Are they in asymmetrical order or radial order or symmetrical order? How are they arranged? How are the texts arranged? The images are arranged. Then the alignment. It helps develop about a sharp and ordered appearance by eliminating any distortion within the layout. Like I was saying, like when you have a design, a text or an image, there's a text above, a text beneath, or an image above, an image beneath, or a shape above and a shape beneath. If you look at both sides, the one above and the one beneath it, they are aligned. That no one is going out. It's like there's an imaginary line that bind them not to move ahead of the other, not to move like outside of that shape. They are in accord, aligned in one direction. Then we have the proximity. How close your work are. Proximity. When you are maybe you are writing a text, are they too close? That is, that a client can't even view what you're saying, how big they are, how close they are to the other. Then we have unity. We have the reading. Reading also is like bringing together of different elements, how organized they are and how consistent they look. And in designing, you have to be consistent with your design. You don't have to mix different color. Maybe you are using black, red, yellow. It doesn't align. You have to make, when you are doing a design, you can only use two colors to make a perfect design. You can use two colors to make a perfect design. You don't need to add too much color to a design. So I hope I'm clear with that, or you are clear with that, sir.
Yes, sir. That's okay, sir.
Okay. Is there any other person?
Yes. Adela, Daniel, you can ask your question.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sorry,
Please,
I can hear you.
mine is I want to know, can you please reiterate the different types, the apps you use for the designing the design? I missed them.
Okay, software on system. The software on your PC,
Yes.
your personal. We have the CorelDRAW.
Yes.
We have the CorelDRAW. We have the Figma. We have the Canva. We have Illustrator. We have Adobe Photoshop. These are among the few can be seen on your system. Meanwhile, we have also for the mobile phone, we have Pixel app. That is one of the newest and simplest kind of graphic application you can use in your phone. There also for Adobe Photoshop also has been redesigned to a application kind of way. But I would prefer you using the Pixel app. It's more unique and more convenient.
Please, is it PL app or Pixel app? Sorry.
Pixel app. PIXELLAB. Pixel app. As an X for xylophone. PIXELAB. And there's something I want to say now. There is no organization or no firm that doesn't need a graphic design. If you go on your way now, everything you see now is graphics design. Everything you see. No company that does not require a graphic designer. No school that does not require a graphic designer. Even the churches also needs graphic designers. So I think graphic design is one of the most underrated profession. I think one of the most underrated profession because they feel like graphic design is very easy. It takes time, takes determinations to be a good graphic designer. So if anyone finds interest in graphic design, that is one of the good skills you can acquire. So any other question?
Okay, Fortune Best Man, you can ask your question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Please, I want to ask because I learned graphics for 9 months, over 9 months. Learn graphics and
You go.
design. You know, the Adobe Photoshop, is it the only app? Is it the only software that usually used for cutting of photos? Like if you want to cut out the background of maybe a personal photo in the
No,
this
you
thing.
can also there are different mechanisms, different technique you use. You can use CorelDRAW cropping. You understand? You can use to crop
Okay,
and
okay.
and also when you watch videos on YouTube, you watch tutorials on YouTube. There are different ways you can learn. You can also go to YouTube. You can see different ways. You can search on YouTube different ways of removing a background. Photoshop has different ways. Even Photoshop also have a cropping tools there. CorelDRAW have cropping tools there. So these are one of the method you can use also. Are you clear?
All right, all right. Thank you.
And also,
you can continue, sir.
okay. Also, much practice. Like when I started my graphic designing, we are like 3, but due to the fact that I was always practicing at home, I become more better than my peers because I had a desktop computer at home. So once I finish my graphic lesson, I go home and practice. So practice more, you become better. Not that after you have done graphic design, you just leave it. If you have like a system, you can continue practicing. And the more you practice, the more you duplicate works you see, the more you research, the more you learn. In graphic design, learning never ends. There are new kinds of design you see every day. Now you are seeing the NFT designs, which is giving more money, which is done by graphic designers. So there are different. The world is evolving into a more advanced place technologically. So you have to learn more graphic designing. It's more efforts, practice more, do research, have inspirations, duplicate more. In graphic design, copying is permitted. The only time you don't copy, the only time copying is not allowed is in the exam hall. You can copy in graphic design, you can duplicate someone's work. You can do that, it's not a crime. Just give a courtesy. That's it. So are we together?
Yes, sir, we are.
Okay. Is there any question?
No questions for now. No one have indicated to ask any question.
Okay, in absence of any question, I would like to draw a curtain this lecture, and I would like to appreciate every one of you for your audience, and I appreciate also Mr. Sami for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you all, and have a great evening. God bless you all.
Hello,
Thank you.
hello.
Okay.
I think there are questions.
Okay, you can ask.
And Trejo, you can go on with your question.
All right. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for the class so far. Thank you, particularly the apps you gave, particularly the Pixel app you suggested. Thank you. I would like to know in color combination, there was a time I was trying to draw a flyer myself for personal use, a digital flyer. And I abandoned the work halfway because I wasn't getting the satisfaction I wanted with the color combination. I wanted something tender to the eyes, but arriving at a color that would suit what I wanted wasn't it was becoming quite tedious, so I couldn't continue. So what principles should we look out for when we are combining colors? Please, thank you.
Okay, when you're combining colors, first of all, what is the design all about? What is the design all about? If you are designing for a birthday party, look for the kind, maybe is it a kid party, a child party? Your children are more attracted to eye-catching colors, purple, yellow, blue. Those kind of colors are eye-catching to the kids. Then if you are, sorry, what kind of flyer were you doing? What is it all about?
Okay, the flyer I was making was a business flyer to promote what I do. So more like a coaching class for students, for people generally. So promoting coaching class. As in
okay.
Business of coaching people for a particular thing. So I do speak right. So that was it. It was to market my services.
Okay. That's first of all, when you are doing stuff like that, you look at the color of your logo. The color of your logo also determines the background of your design, your colors. In terms of color balancing, you don't have to mix red and green together. It doesn't go. Red and green doesn't go together. So your logo design, your logo colors should blend with your background. Most times you have to use white. White is a universal color in the graphic design, white. Then I don't know if you know about fading. If you know about fading in graphic design, in designing.
Yes, yeah.
So it can also be used. Like for what you're saying, that's how will I put it? Navy blue color. The navy blue color, and it's not so let me say sky blue color. Mixture of those two colors, like in a fading kind of blending together. Those two colors are also good. And also you can also go online and make a research too on color combination. I can't give you all those information right now because we are all learning too. So, but the least knowledge I have, your color, the color of your logo should also blend with the background of your design. So I hope this little explanation is okay for you.
Very well, sir. Yes, thank you.
Okay, Olayinka Said, you can go on with your question.
Okay, thank you, sir. Please, you talk about Pixel app as a mobile app fashion design. So I want to ask if there is a way to show us how the interface of this app look like and to explain some of the features on it for us.
Okay, I like the other one of the speakers said I should like maybe do a screen record of how to use that application. So I was thinking of doing that, and in that way you see the processes of maybe I will use our flyers. One of these flyers, I will just give a little explanation how to place your pictures and that and the others. So that I don't know, I will do a screen record on one of these flyers. Hope you're okay with that.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, Aselemi Owolabi, you can go on to your question.
Sir, I still need clarity, please, on you were explaining to us that graphics is a vision associated with art, drawing, and then something more. You also talked about building blocks. Please throw more light on that.
Okay. Like the explanation of graphic design. Graphic design is like the process, it's a process, an act of combining text, images to communicate an effective message to a target audience. And then I was saying building block of design. Like I said, graphic design comprises of two words, graphic and design. Graphics is visual. which is associated with the act, imagination, expression, involving many medium, such as drawing, painting, lettering, giving clear and explicit details. The graphic part of graphic design is made up of visual elements, which is called the building block of design. The visual element includes line, color, shape, texture, space, form, typography. Typography, you know what is typography means? The font is typography. Then the other part I said about design, the other half of graphic design, which is design, it means to decide upon the look and function of something before it is made. That design is about thinking, problem solving, and practicality. So are you okay?
Thank you very much. Yes.
Okay.
Hello?
Do we still have any more questions from anybody? You can ask your questions if you
Is
have
the previous
any.
speaker clear?
Sorry, sir, what did you say?
I was asking if the previous the guy who asked the question concerning the explanation of the graphics I just gave him. I'm asking if it's clear.
Yes, thank you very much. It will do for now.
Okay.
Okay, sir, I have one question.
Okay, can
you talked about videos and animation as an aspect of graphic design.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you.
Okay. My question is, there are times when you can watch a video and at the end of the day, you'll find out that the video is mixed with real pictures and like real images and that of animations. Does that one also connect with graphic designing? Is it the graphic designer that did that or the video producer, whatever, that did that one?
Those are manipulations by the cinematographer and the video editors.
Okay.
The graphic design just creates the structure, the image of the character, the cartoon character. And it's a long process actually. It requires different techniques, but those jobs, meanwhile, you can see a human and an animated character is in the video done by the cinematographer and video editor, one who does the manipulations.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, please, do any one of us still have questions? If you do, you can always ask your question.
In the absence of any further question, let's believe that they are clarified. If there are anything too, we could always drop it. He said he would do a sample video of basic features of the editing app, the designing app he uses. So thank you very much, Mr. Prince Georgewill Datubo, for taking us through this class and briefing us thus far. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
So, guys, we've come to the end of today's class. Thank you for being part of it. Please, these things we are learning, they are very important. That's why we're learning them. Don't just dump them at one corner of the bed or anything. Just try to practice. That's the easiest way to learn. And the more you practice, the more you get exposure in that field. So I wish you all the best. Thank you very much, guys.